Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Crush Your Company's Quota. Bill Shaka here. Look at that background. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? We're in the middle of green season right now in Costa Rica. And even though it rains every day, it rains for maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. Sometimes you get a monsoon. But in general, it just rains a little bit, and the rest of the time is like this. Now, granted, I live kind of in a rainforest, but it is quiet, it is sublime, and aside from these pesky little mosquitoes that are truly a pain in the ass, in general, it is just absolutely superb here. Kind of have to wonder, when Noah was putting everything on the ark, why didn't he just swat those two mosquitoes? Whatever. Anyway, today, I'm going to go over an episode with you today that I went over in my 5-Minute Motivator channel. You may want to check that channel out. There's some sales stuff on there. There's some leadership, there's some management, but it's basically meant to be general motivation. You will not die from overexposure. Whereas the Crush Your Company's Quota is basically designed for sales managers who are looking to coach their salespeople into higher levels of performance. And that's what we're going to talk about today. I did this in my 5-Minute Motivator. When performance is measured, performance improves. Okay, so when performance is measured, performance improves. The first thing you might think of, well, we measure performance every day. It's called quota. True. There's no question about that. All sales companies, especially commission-oriented sales companies, have quotas, have plans, and they expect their salespeople to meet them. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the interim steps to quota. You know, ultimately, you do not have a choice as to whether a prospect buys from you or not. I mean, we have all been in situations where we thought that this is a done deal. And we walk out scratching our head basically saying, what the hell happened? Because we didn't get the business. We don't have control over what the prospect says. That's their business. You know what we do have control over? The number of prospects that we see. You know what we do have control over? The number of prospects that we call. You know what we do have control over? The time that we spend finding the prospects that we call so that we can go see them. That is measurable performance. So, my suggestion to you sales managers is don't just simply look at the plan, the quota as the goal. Set interim goals. Set goals that can assist you and your salespeople in meeting them. Look, the mathematics is pretty simple. You know that if it takes 10 dials to set up one appointment, based on averages, you know 20 dials is going to set up 2 appointments. You know if your salesperson, and this is by individual, it's personal by the salesperson, if a salesperson has to go on 3 appointments to make 1 sale, that means if he makes 30 calls, he or she makes 30 calls, they're going to set up 3 appointments, they just made a sale. That's the type of performance you can measure. And you can informally coach your salespeople to do that. You don't have to hit them over the head with goal, with the company goal, the company quota. You don't have to hit them over the head with anything, actually. What you have to do is coach them into higher levels of performance of behaviors that are manageable. Now, it is true. Good sales training will allow the sales call to go smoother. Good sales training will allow the individual to have a more assertive close. Good sales training will allow the individual to, not feel self-conscious about asking for referrals. All this is true. But the prospect still has the ability to say no. Whereas the only person that could say no to picking up that phone and dialing 10 digits is your salesperson. If you can get them past that no, they're going to start making more calls. They're going to follow your sales process, and that's what you want to measure. the process from the second they walk into the door until the time they're actually saying, press hard, you're making 3 copies. If you follow that sales process, what you're going to find is that the goals are a tremendous way of making sure that you are managing their performance. Based on goals, ladies and gentlemen, I just released a series of goals courses that I think would interest you quite a bit. Now, these are not goals courses for sales or sales management. They are the general theory of goal setting. However, if you look at these courses and decide to invest in them, I do have a course on goal setting for sales management, which will be out very soon, and you'll be notified of that. Take a look at this. The courses that I'm offering are drastically reduced off live sessions, and you can always stop these sessions and go back to them if you'd like to. You may find it interesting for yourself, for your salespeople, for your family even. Goal setting is a personal process too. Anyway, Bill Shaka here, thanking you for your time. Measure performance that matters. What you're going to find is you and your salespeople will crush your company's quota. Thanks. Bye.